Hi guys, today I want to share some non-boring exercises for frame-by-frame animation. These are a bit more advanced than standard beginner practices. You can use these exercises to level up your animation skills, or just as a warm-up. Ready? Let's go! So, the first exercise is about animating a book page flip. Here, we'll practice timing and a bit of structure. I use 12 frames per second. First, draw a book lying in perspective. It helps to fit it into a trapezoid. Next, create guide arcs. Draw from the bottom left corner of the page to the bottom right. You can use an oval as a guide. Okay, now let's add markers. I want 6 markers. At first, the speed is slow, in the middle faster, then slows again. Place the first 3 markers close together, but make the third a bit farther to avoid the linear effect. Do the same on the other side, then add 2 more markers in the remaining space. Great, the first arc is done. Copy and shrink it so it touches the back edge of the stack. Let's animate. Start a base. The first frame matches the bottom edge. On each frame, connect the center of the book and your markers. Do the same for the second arc. Then combine everything. Now it looks like a page, but it's missing a proper curve. Time for the page detail. The first frame stays as is. Next, start to curve the page upward slightly. For each new frame, connect the book center and marker. Use the previous page frame as a base and add the curve. For the last frames, use the lower book curve as a guide. Repeat the process for the second arc and bring it together. You're done. Tip: duplicate and offset the frames for more movement. I shifted mine by 2. Style it any way you like. How did you find this exercise? Was it easy? On to the next. This will be animating ribbons and a bow blowing in the wind. Again, I'm using 12 FPS. First, draw a box, a chance to practice perspective drawing. I added a ribbon wrapped around. Then draw the bow. Mine turned out like this. Now, animate it. Step 1, draw the knot and stretch it across 6 frames for the whole animation length. Step 2, start animating one loop. Add 3 frames where the loop moves downward, then duplicate and move forward frames 2 and 3, creating a backward motion. Step 3, repeat for the other 3 loops, each on their own layer. Step 4, offset the loops so they move randomly, not all at once. Step 5, adjust lines as offsets might break contours at the knot. Step 6, add fill to all 6 frames so the bow stays solid. Bow's ready, let's animate the ribbon. Start with guides, draw a line for your intended ribbon length, then draw a circle. Duplicate it 5 times and space the frames so it's slower at the start and faster in the middle. Duplicate all 6 frames and shift to the right side of your line. Offset by 3 frames to complete the animation. Next, pick another color and draw the ribbon's bend. Follow the circles for the curve in each frame. Make sure the line flows smoothly and adjust until it's right. Once done, outline and add thickness on a new layer. Turn off all guides. Now, position the ribbon at the desired angle. Duplicate the ribbon and change the angle. Offset again. That's the animation! Feels trickier than the first. How do you like this result? Now, here's the most advanced exercise. You all know the bouncing ball, but my version uses perspective, a zigzag path, and adds both shaded volumes and a ground shadow. One challenge here is building the guide layout. Start with a point in the center of the canvas. Add 2 diagonal lines that meet at your center point. Now, let's plot the zigzag points. Place them like this, closer together near the horizon. Connect with lines. Next, draw arcs, but this time they follow the diagonals. To build each arc, find the midpoint of each segment and draw a vertical, then sketch your arc across. Each new arc gets smaller, fading out near the vanishing point. In the beginning, add a line for where the ball appears on the canvas. Add timing markers. On the first line, I have 4 markers. On the arc, 7, not including the end points. Rule: faster at the bottom, slower at the top. Repeat for each arc. Now your grid is set, let's draw the ball. On each frame, match the ball's starting point with your markers. When the speed is high, stretch the ball. At turning points, squash it. At the top, it nearly returns to a perfect circle. Repeat the process for all arcs. Nice. Now for shading the object. Sketch a cheat sheet for where the shadow should go, then add it to the ball in each frame. This helps build the forms in the animation. Last, make the ground shadow. Draw it along the zigzag. Remember, the higher the ball, the smaller the shadow. Do this for each frame. And there's your finished animation. What do you think of this one? By the way, I share my source files and early access videos for channel sponsors. Find more info at the link in the description. I also have a Patreon where you can get free useful resources or support my work. So today I've shown you 3 exercises for frame-by-frame animation. Let me know which one you liked best. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit like on the video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.